You don't have to leave, baby, I don't want you to leave me, darling. Whoa, I just want you to know that you don't have to leave. You can know that I won't let you go if you just
It's been really crazy. Like, I came here and I didn't think, like, I lost my life like last year. Like, I forgot God and everything and like put my Bible away, and like I came this year and I didn't think I was gonna find him again. And then as the week kind of went on and we kept doing, like, you know, the avenue thing, I just kind of felt like God was working in my life and like changing me in ways that I didn't even think of, and I was telling me that I was ready to give my life back to him. I felt really like light, like a feather, because like everything was pulled off of me because God took it away from me after I became one of his kids again. And I just felt really light and, you know, working ways, and I love reading the Bible now, and I want to keep doing it as I go home and become, you know, have other Christians with me.
Like, I've been coming to SpringHill for a while, and like every time I've come, like God's tried to show me something, and like I'd pick up on it, but I typically just kind of ignore it or like use it for 2 weeks and like drop it. And like I accepted Christ at a really early age, so I've always had like a religious, like a Christian background, but I never really let God into my heart. And like I've come to realize these last 2 weeks that like everyone has this God-shaped hole, and before I came here I was trying to fill mine up with like party, like alcohol, drugs, and like just all these other things that like didn't really need to be in my life and I thought would make me happy but really weren't. And I realized this week, like literally the only thing that can fill that gap, that void, is God. And it all started like the first 3 days I was here. I already knew like I need to get this off my chest, like I need to talk to someone. I just didn't know how to start the conversation or where it would go. But that first night of, that Wednesday night of Avenue, Rachel comes up to me afterwards and is like, your parents keep calling the camp. And I was like, okay. And I was really freaked out, so she took me to the lodge, and I called them back, and my mom's like, yeah, we know what you've been up to. And at first I was like, oh crap, I'm in trouble. Like, not like this is a good thing. I was like, this is really bad. And then my mom started talking about trust and how I had broken it, and these relationship with my parents. Like, it all started going to my head like, oh, my relationship with my parents is destroyed. Like, they'll never trust me again. And I just broke down. I lost it, and we sat there and we talked, and they talked me through it. And the more we talked about it, and the more that I confessed that what I was doing was wrong, the more I realized that it was a good thing. I started reading in Psalms 51 verse 8. It says, let the bones that he breaks rejoice. Like, let the things that God puts you through, rejoice in those. Like, the trials that he puts you through, and like the things that happen in your life, rejoice in those, because those are there to help you, to point you in the right direction. Like, and that hit me. And the more and more we started talking about restoration, I realized that's what God was doing to me. He had broken me down and restored me to him, and then from there was able to restore me to myself. And then I feel like the last few days he's really challenged me for restoration with others. Like, I've been reading verses about when I get home, how to gain that trust back from my parents, and like how to rebuild these relationships that I've destroyed through what I've been doing. And just really he turned me around from a path that I knew from the first place. I promised myself I'd never be there. And when I ended up there, he was there to really just like grab hold of me and like make me his own.